Hey guys, welcome to a very quick video where I show you the rundown of how the whole Mr. Beast challenge happened and how people did it and the step-by-step process. This video wouldn't be possible without this subreddit, which has a step-by-step instruction, which I'm going to be going through in this video. I did actually solve this, well, I went through this whole thing earlier today with a Discord group, but this is like a later on list, so I can reflect better at it for this video. Now, step one is, of course, this video where he just kind of welcomes you to the challenge.
Welcome to step 1 of 26 for the world's hardest riddle. In the description, there is 10 links. 9 of them don't work, 1 of them do.
So, one of these links work, you just have to do trial and error, and it leads you to this video, step 2. Most people have got here.
Congrats, you found the one link that worked. I'm really proud of you, but I need to weed some of you out. There's just too many people still here.
So then he puts a bunch of URLs on screen, which you have to try each one by hand, which is annoying, but you get to number 3, which
welcome to step 3.
To a 7-minute video of him eating cereal. Just plain up, just good old, just him eating cereal. But if you go to about 6 minutes in, he whispers into the mic.
In the bottom left corner of the screen, you'll see a URL. It's only going to be there for a second.
Which is a URL, which is paperscissorsmadeofrock.com. And when you go there, you get to part 4. This right here is his friends playing rock, paper, scissors with Morse code sprinkled throughout the video. Now this might seem like an awkward 11 minutes of just them playing rock, paper, scissors, which is the whole video, but it's actually looped 3 times. These Morse code only pop up every 10 seconds in the video, and when you decode it, you get Save Our Bowls, or www.saveourbowls.com, which of course means a website, and when you click that,
if you made it this far, that means you're serious.
It leads you to part 5, which he explains you need to go to this website right here and register, because they need to have an email linked with your account. This way they actually know who you are, and this way you can't skip steps in the puzzle. It leads you to this page right here, in which it will ask you to now register. So you just put in a code and you have to confirm that you're over 13. This thing isn't illegal in all countries, which kind of sucks, but I guess it's just for legal purposes. Next you have to go through all this, but once you've scrolled through all of this and you confirm that you can do it, you go to this site where you get this phone. And this is where things really start to get interesting.
This phone emulator you're currently watching me on is the only thing you're going to use throughout this riddle to call or text numbers. So if you have a phone in real life, throw it on the ground, break it, you are not using it. Use only this emulator to call and text numbers throughout this riddle. Anything else will not work.
So that's what this phone is. Now, this is the 3rd letter key, which is S. As he said in the first video, there are going to be 5 or 6 red letters throughout these riddles, so that you can actually keep track and put them all together as an anti-cheat, so that they can identify that you've done all the puzzles and also who you are. Once you're done here, you get a voicemail from Jimmy. Sounds like this.
Welcome to step 8. What can you put 100 million of in your friend's backyard? Also, Yoda is very cute.
So this actually means something. First off, the Orbeez is the answer to the first question, but that doesn't really come up later, or not that I know of, but what is important is the Baby Yoda thing. If you go to his Instagram, which is linked here, if you look at the people that he is following, he's following somebody called Yoda Riddles, and he has a code in his bio, and when you go to the bio, or the link, you get this page right here. This page is the most fun one in the entire riddle. It is a very slow loading page of hundreds and hundreds of QR codes. And when you scan them, it will lead you most of the time to a site telling you that you've gone the wrong way. But only one of them actually leads to the right place. You might be wondering which one. Maybe it has to do with a number. It's randomly generated. Each user has a randomly generated one that will work for them, meaning you just have to go through and try every single QR code, which I know sounds like hell, but somebody did develop a script that allows you to quickly cheat this. If you go into inspect element and open up the console and type in this code and run it, just like this, it will actually go through every single QR code until it finds the one that works for you. You see it's saying failed all here, but eventually it's going to actually hit the working one and it'll give you a link. And this is something that a lot of people did to go through this faster without having to just needlessly scan hundreds and hundreds of QR codes. So I'll get back to you when it actually finds it. Okay, after testing 400 QR codes, it finally got one. It's random for everyone. It's absolutely ridiculous. I think this is what made Jimmy think that it would take weeks, but apparently not. So if you click the link, it leads you back to this page where it shows you this video.
Congratulations, you made it to step 10. Here's a cookie.
Now, you might be wondering, what is this whole cookie thing?
That was all.
That was all. But this actually also has something important locked to it. On Twitter, Mr. Beast is following a person called Mr. Cookie. Mr. Cookie is real. And if you go here, it will give you another link, which will lead you here, back to the phone. But because you've got that, you now have a text message. It says, count to the 6969th entry in the dictionary. So if you look now on the home screen, there's actually a dictionary that if you click, you now have to apparently go to the 6,969th entry. But people have found that you don't have to do that. I don't know how they found this, but if you just type in CUB in all caps, it just leads you on to the next thing. Here's the next yellow letter. Now you see there's all of this text right here. This is basically a diversion. This doesn't really matter. Here's what you have to do next. You have to dial this number, 6936197831. I don't know why, but if you call it, this happens.
Well, well, well. You are doing good. Keep up the good work. Who do you think is cooler? Chris or me?
And then that's it. That's the entire call. Here's what's happened. Here's what happens next. For some reason, I don't know why, but after that, you now have to go to mcriddle.com/apex, which you will then see this video. And once you've seen that video, somehow I don't know how people figure this out or what the connection is. But I guess you have to go to Wrath Has Too Much to Say on the MrRiddle.com website. I'm not sure why, but that's just how it is. Now it brings out this text right here. I understand. Now they use charge towers to power the island for their... And this is probably...
I understand now.
Yeah.
They use these charge towers to power the island for their...
Yeah, so this is an Apex Legends reference.
I understand now.
You have to type in experiments.
They use these charge towers to...
And then submit. And it will take you here. And it asks you what Chris does. And it's moisturize. If you type in moisturize, it plays this video.
Moisturizer. Moisturizer.
And then it brings you back to the phone. Great, it's weird, but it's just what you got to do. So now you can see I actually got another text, and when you click this text, it is actually an image, and this says "Code Free Store" with Chandler photoshopped on top of Steve Jobs. I don't know why. My guess is that from their free store video, there's probably a code in there that people had to solve, and I don't know what the code was, but here's what people figured out that you have to do from it. You have to go to your phone again. You have to call this number, 273943436, and when you call that, you get this.
Press 1 to continue. Press 2 to hang up.
You have to press 1, and it brings you to this. just a very long music loop.
Professional soldier. Born into a military family.
And you can hang up. I feel like this is just put in there so that it's tied in with the whole Apex Legends thing. This way that they can really get that brand deal. But once you've done that, you now have to call that number again. And once you've called that number, you have to now go to this
Press
keypad
1
here.
to continue.
3, 7, 3, 3, 6, 7, and then 3. And once you hit 3, it stops.
The Merry
and
Wives
brings you
of
here.
Windsor by William Shakespeare.
I don't know why these
Act
codes
1,
do these things,
Scene
but
1.
that's just
Enter
what
Justice
happens.
Shallow, slender, and
You can hang up on this. It's an hour-long call. But once you've done that, it now allows you to go to the next step. We are on step 18 now. That was a Shakespeare call, so if you go to Mr. Beast or Mr. Riddle and do /Shakespeare, then it takes you to here. And this is a crossword puzzle. And what you have to find are the words subscribe to and Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is right here in diagonal. 2 is right here. And down here. And right here is subscribe. And once you click all of those letters, it will take you to this page. And it will give you first this YouTube link, where when you click it, it just takes you to his YouTube channel, which I'm not sure why, but you have to go back. Okay, so it just started lagging really hard, but what you have to now do is you have to start texting this number right here. So you go to text. Okay, the servers must have shut down, but I have these old pages open up. If you actually text that number, those series of numbers that you need to, it would take you to this website, where you would get the Apex Legends launch trailer, but you also get this symbol. Letters, captions, mailbox, multiply them by this number. You have to count the amount of letters that was in the captions, multiply them by this number, and then actually text these back to Mr. Beast, and then you would actually get the next part of the riddle. When you text Mr. Beast, he would then text back a link. The link led to this website right here, MrBeast.com or riddlebeast.com/Carl. A horribly, horribly broken version of Flappy Bird that does not appear to be working right now, but it's a very bad version of Flappy Bird, very buggy. If you click too many times at the beginning, you'll fall through the floor. It's not a very good version of Flappy Bird, but if you do somehow reach level 100, then it will lead you to the next link. It would lead you to a website that looked like this. I never got here, but here's a good screenshot of it. You would have to start and stop the timer at exactly 69.6969 seconds. And if you did get it, then that means that you'd lead to the final page. Now, not many people know what the final page is, and I don't know what it is now, but if you completed that final page, it would lead you to the end, and it would lead you to a YouTube video. It would lead you to a video which looks like this. This is the final video. This is the end video. This is what it looks like.
Congratulations on solving the world's hardest riddle. Take those 6 yellow letters you saw throughout the riddle and put them in the box below, and if you're the first person to do that, I will ship this $100 grand to your house. Congrats.
And that's the end of the riddle. Mr. Beast has already tweeted out that the riddle has been finished and the winner has been decided. It was very fast, considering he said that it would take months or like a week to do it, and we did it in less than 24 hours. Well, that's it for me. I have been doing this all day. I found out about this at 2, and it's 8 hours later from creating this video to doing this. It was very exciting. I'm glad that Mr. Beast did it, and I'm glad that I can make a video about it. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to probably edit this video and then sleep for 11 hours. Bye.